Welcome back, guys. I look like a hot mess. I already know because I've been outside in the heat for all afternoon. But, you know, here's the thing. I was gonna work horses this afternoon and get some productive things done, and now it's starting to thunderstorm, so I'm gonna do this instead. But that's okay, because this piece I've had sitting outside. Yes, outside for the last couple weeks. And I finally got rid of some furniture in my work area here, so I could finally bring this in and get started on it. I got this piece a couple weeks ago, like I said, off of Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was just giving it away for free, and I've been wanting to get my hands on an old antique piece like this, and so I'm excited to see what I can do with it. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, it's in really rough shape. It's in similar shape to the last piece that I did, which was a little desk that sat in a barn for how many years? We don't know. And it was in really awful shape. So bear with me in this flip. I'm really gonna do the best that I can and that I'm capable of with this piece, and just salvage it as much as possible. Like, it's gonna get thrown in the trash if nobody does anything with it because it's in such poor shape. So restoring it back to its original beauty is probably not a whole lot of option. I'm just gonna do what I can to give it a longer life. So this is the piece. It comes with this mirror. And I don't know if you guys can tell, you can't see the bottom. It's just on some little knobby feet, but I'm a 5'5" average person, and this thing is literally down to my thigh. I mean, this is a very short piece. So as I'm looking at it, I think this would be really cool to put up on some legs and bring it up to a more reasonable height and, you know, make it more like a buffet or like a dresser, because this is so short that it's like for kids right now. I mean, it's so little and low. But yeah, one of the drawers is broken, which I'll show you guys. And then I pulled this out of it earlier, which is like a track, I think. And so I don't really know how to fix that, or if it honestly needs to be fixed. I don't know. I'm gonna do the best I can with it. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started on it today. So the first thing I'm gonna do is pull out the drawers and take these ugly wooden knobs off. I'm most likely gonna buy new ones because these are boring, and wood knobs are out. There is some staining in the drawers, so I'm gonna try to fix that as best I can as well. So this is the drawer that's obviously broken. It does not have a bottom. I actually already went ahead and glued it here, which it still could probably use reinforced, but this was completely unattached. So when I got it home, I just went ahead and stuck some glue in there so it holds. Now, I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to fix this properly, but I went to Home Depot the other day after work because I knew I was gonna be starting this soon. And I just bought this hardboard, is what they call it. This is 1/8 2x4 sheet of hardboard. It's literally just cheap particle board, and this is what I'm gonna attempt to use on the bottom here and just slide in a new bottom and hopefully fasten it as best as I can. I can already tell that this is a little bit thinner than what the slot is for, but we're just gonna try to make it work, all right? The thing just needs a bottom in it. So we'll see what I can fix with that.
All right, guys, so I started by going ahead and taking all of those old gross wooden knobs off of all of the drawers. And then I just used some super diluted Lysol water to give everything just a little wipe down and clean before I applied some chemical stripper. I'm just using some, I don't even remember, Quick Strip, I think, and just putting it on there, and literally in seconds it like started to lift this super old gross finish off. So I applied that all over the entire piece, all over the top, Clean Strip, my bad, all over the top, and just let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes and lift all of that old finish off. When pieces are this old, it usually doesn't take very long for the stripper to work. So I'm going to use a generous amount and slather it all over there and watch the magic happen. It's so satisfying. I just always have to get some clips of just the scrapage. Look at that. Look how much gunk is just coming right off this thing.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna be doing here with this super damaged veneer towards the bottom of this piece. Pretty much everything from like here up is still on really well, but all of this jagged, awful looking peeling stuff, I'm going to be scraping off or pulling off so that we can refill this. And I think if I'm gonna have to paint this piece, it's gonna be this, because it's all like wavy and warped. So there's really not even like the option to just glue it back down, unfortunately. So I'm gonna save as much of it as I can because I don't really want it all gone, but anything that's still super stuck and glued down, I'll leave.
I know it's so sad and cringy for all of you wood lovers like myself. I also love wood, and it was a sad day to see all of this beautiful veneer go in the garbage, but it had to happen. It had to happen. It was too far gone to be saved. So after that, I went ahead and started cutting the board for my drawer.
All right, guys, I got the dresser up on its side. So I'm gonna try to work on this area today. I'm actually gonna be using Bondo. Okay, this is my first time using Bondo, but I see everyone using this on their furniture nowadays. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Otherwise, I would just normally use a bunch of wood filler, but Bondo is a lot stronger. It hardens a lot harder. So I'm just gonna give it a whirl today. Got my little flat scraper. And where did the thing go? This. So it comes with the can with the putty in it, and then it has this little cream hardener that you have to mix into it. So we're just gonna see how it goes. See what I can accomplish with it. This will harden really fast, so I don't want to take my time with it. Like, I want to mix it together and then get it on right away. All right, this is the mess I've got so far. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let this harden as much as it'll harden. And then I'm gonna try to sand it smooth.
So once the Bondo was hardened, I sanded it as smooth as I could get it. And now I'm just adding some primer. And this is kind of gonna test run to see if there's any little divots or nicks, scratches that I still need to fill. Because once the paint or primer is over it, it should look pretty smooth. Like, you can't even tell that there's a difference in material there.
So I have gotten to the drawers, which I'm gonna give a quick cleaning because they've collected a bunch of dust on them. This is diluted Lysol, by the way. The bottle was empty and I just went ahead and filled it with water. So it's like very lightly disinfecting. But I wanted to do something a little different with the drawers because I see everybody doing these paint washes these days. It seems to be the thing right now. And I have never done a paint wash. So I wanted to try it. I already went ahead and practiced on this bigger drawer. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I've been doing. I don't think I'm getting it perfect, but I'm just kind of going for it and we're just gonna see what happens. So the paint that I'm using is nothing special either. I just picked it up at Walmart. Sorry, I like smudged this. I just picked this up at Walmart because it was inexpensive and just for like my first time ever doing this, you know, if it doesn't come out perfect, then I didn't waste a bunch of expensive paint. But I've seen people use this a lot on furniture, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try it. It's this Waverly chalk paint in the color Sandstone. Beige paint washes are like all the thing right now. So that's what I'm gonna be attempting with this piece. And we're just gonna see how it goes. So I put a little bit of paint in this little container and I put water in it, so it's like diluted paint. I wanna say like maybe 50-50, which was probably a little too much. It seems a bit too watery, but I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm doing. So I've got some dry paper towels here and I'm just gonna dip my brush in this paint it on here. This is probably not good because it's not level. I am giving it, you know, just a second to kind of dry a little, not much, but just a little because I watered it down so much that I don't want to just wipe everything off. But I'm just kind of working it like that with the grain of the wood. So the wood grain goes long ways, so I'm wiping it long ways. And then I'm just taking my paper towels and wiping it back lightly. And then I'm doing that several times. So I kind of let this dry a little bit and then I do some more, wipe it back, let it dry a little bit, put more on, wipe it back, and I just kind of keep going with it until I kind of like how much coverage it has, because I'm not trying to paint the drawers, right? I just want them washed out a little bit where they're not so dark and strong. And it's just kind of like muting the color a little bit of the wood. And I think this will go really nicely with the paint color that I'm gonna put on the rest of the piece. So that's what I have so far. I'm just gonna do that a few more times until it's covered enough that I like it.
All right, so the mirror had these little decals detailing on the top and there was one on the bottom too. And they were made of like this plastic material. And so I'm actually using my torch because I'm trying to heat up the glue underneath to pry these off. I basically just want to scrape them off. And so little by little, I just heated it up and it eventually kind of fell apart and the glue dissolved. So I was able to pry them all off. After I got this done, I went ahead and bondoed the other side of the dresser like I did before. And boom, look at that snap transition. Okay, I nailed that, I have to say. So I'm taking my primer, same thing I did with the other side, and I'm priming it before I start painting. So I'm going to be painting this piece off camera because this is going to be a long video. So priming, and then I'm going to paint with my color of choice, which you can already kind of see there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put a clear coat all over it. giving it a little clean here. But I went ahead and clear coated the whole thing with some polyurethane and put my new hardware on, and this piece is done.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This isn't my best flip. Okay, I need to just make a point really quick. This paint, it sucks. It sucks. I've used both of those. Well, I used the pink one for a past project, and I bought that can of green for this flip. And I have been not impressed either time I've used it. I don't like the coverage. I don't like how it goes on. I don't like it. It's not a good paint. So this dresser didn't come out as good as I hoped it would. The paint just like, no matter what I do, something like re-wets it. Or if I come back out here and I just need to like clean a little spot of dirt off of it, it like, my wet paper towel will literally take the paint off. I clear coat it and it looks like patchy. So I'm a little disappointed with that. It still looks better than when we started. I like the knobs. I did line the drawers. So the drawers came out nice, I think. But yeah, I will say the paint was super frustrating and disappointing. Yeah, it still looks a lot better than when we started, but I wish I had the proper products to make it even better. And I ended up not putting legs on it just because the way that the bottom is constructed, I wasn't sure how I would even go about doing that, and I didn't want to like ruin it, so I just didn't. But yeah, so the mirror needs cleaned, but I'm really done with this piece. I'm really just done with it. I want to be done with it. I'm gonna post it how it is. It's actually already posted. I just put some clear coat on it this afternoon. Oh, another product that sucks, since we're on the topic, is this. This sucks. So Walmart, please get some better affordable like clear coat spray options, because this one is bad. It sprays super unevenly, and you will see it when it dries. So I went ahead and re-clear coated the top so that it was at least even. And yeah, so this was a really frustrating one. I'm glad it's done. I think it looks cute enough. You know, I would put it in my house, and it's just mostly like little things that you wouldn't notice, like some spots on the sides here that like the paint re-wetted, and just, yeah, so yeah, that's about all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this transformation anyways, and yeah, this piece will still have a longer life. It's still freshened up. It's a little bit better taken care of. The wood's in better condition. And honestly, for my first time using Bondo on a piece, I was really happy with how it turned out. That far side, you can't even tell. It's completely smooth. But yeah, it's still gonna last longer. It's still gonna have a better life, and, you know, look cute in somebody's home. Whereas before, it just looked like a piece of garbage that needed to go in the dumpster. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next flip video, which will be very soon, because I'm gonna go get the next piece right now after I find a place to put this. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.